Hello and welcome back to my graphic journal challenge. I am Nikos Balboa. I am a tattooer and I also do graphic journals and I keep graphic journals and I teach graphic journals. I have a teen daughter and I'm Italian and I live in France in La Rochelle by the ocean. And welcome to my channel. If you didn't catch what I'm doing in this year 2025, I have committed of keeping one graphic journal a month. So I will put in the description, or you can go to my channel and subscribe. So this is the graphic journal from January, which is a graphic journal in which I was in most of the time in Rome. So there is a lot of Rome in it. And then we have the graphic journal of February. So it's like a craft made journal, and I try to commit to draw the whole month in black and white. And then here we are for the March graphic journal. And so this it's like bigger size, and stay until the end of the video to see if I finished it or not. And here we are back on the graphic journal tour challenge graphic journal challenge and the tour. A little disclaimer: I had already started this before the challenge, and I felt pretty anxious about the fact that keeping these like few pages in and then having to commit to 12 different graphic journal, each month, for this challenge, and having this like for 1 year waiting on a shelf, because the objective of doing this kind of challenge is also like using all the sketchbook I buy, and they sit there waiting, and this causes pretty a lot of anxiety. So I decided to start it, even though I already had draw a few pages. So, and I guess it's okay. It's my challenge, and I decide what to do. So enjoy the graphic journal anyway, even though the first page are already done before March. And who cares? If you care and you are like not happy about it, please write it in the comment. When I approach to a big format, a big page, it can be pretty intimidating and it can be scary. So what I do is like I go for it. I stain the paper. I put my stamp on it, or I don't know what's happening here. I go for it without thinking about it too much, and maybe I will have a few cool pages and then a lot of horrible pages. I don't care, because the kind of exercise of the graphic journal is just like go for it and fill up those pages. So we start with this kind of exercise I did in a graphic journal club, and it was like dreaming big about something you want to go, or somewhere you want to go in the future. And for me, it would be like Japan, in this like place which is would be like an art residency. I can draw and keep my graphic journal. Justine could write or draw, and Mina would compose some music. And then I write myself, my future self, a letter. And this is me drawing the possible patch for the Lesignac Birding Club. Lesbignac Birding Club. Lesignac is from where my partner lives half of the time, in rural France. And we were um, joking with a friend around the fact that we can do a birding club, like bird watching, but you don't have to be able to see. You can also just like birding means like just recognizing by the sound, or and we did this Lesbignac. It's like Lesignac but lesbian club, and yes, I found it funny. The lake of Lesignac. Just going for it. The church, the tree with weird green balls on it. Like, I don't know if there are other plants or maybe nests. This is a documentary I watched called Bye Bye Tiberiade by Lina Sulaim, and it's a France, Palestine, Belgique production from 2023, and it's a history of the author Lina and her mother and the grandma. They come back from France. They go in to the Tiberiade Lake in Palestine, and if you want to know what happened there before, um, what's happening now, please go watch this. And it's very interesting and very moving. So please go watch it. So, coffee and snacks with Nini, my friend. Me on testosterone having air in my nose, growing. We drink a lot of coffee and we talk, we talk, we talk. Lake again. This is done with Poscas. And sometimes I put some water with my, with this kind of stuff, and I put some water on the Poscas. This is an exercise I like to do. If you watched my video, maybe you listen to the Balboa Park podcast, that is also a playlist here on the YouTube. You know that sometimes I like to do this kind of grid, and in this grid I draw inside. It gave me less pressure, but more pleasure to having this dopamine shot of finishing one small page instead of being committed to a big page. And it depends by the mood, of course. I can commit to a big page if I feel I have time or a podcast to listen, but sometimes I just need this calming effect of drawing and finishing more small pages, more section feels better sometimes. Sometimes not. You must say, see that here I wasn't very committed. I suffered a lot. Maybe I started with more detail, and then I suffered, and I left the page like this. There's a big difference you can see between this kind of page. And in a moment, I just put like, you know, colors, and the difference of the mood between this and this, and it's okay. Every page is welcome. Stop being kind, be tender. Untitled. I wanted to do this, but no one wanted it. I proposed it as a flash. I think that this kind of shading maybe is not very good on the page, but in tattooing can be very good. Mermaids in Greece, from a picture I took in the Isle of Lesbos in Scala, where the poetress Sappho was born. I was there on holiday for a few years. I went there with my daughter. There is a very big lesbian community, and it's very lesbian like. Lesbian girls from, of course, from Lesbos are called lesbian, but also lesbian orientation. It's very pretty, amazing place. But I already talked about it, I guess, in the first January graphic journal challenge, because I drew a Sappho portrait. Snow, Easter Bunny. This is like ideas for tattoo flashes, lines. What's happening? Patriarchy sucks. This is a sort of like Peter Rabbit. Yeah, some kind of a sketch, rough sketches for tattoos, but then sometimes I'm not very motivated to bring those sketches to an actual tattoo flash page. Another mermaid. I guess this is has been done with Stabilo, you know, those kind of marker that you use for studying. They often have this kind of fluo color, neon color. I love them. I want to tattoo this so badly. Why I didn't propose it to people? I should give myself one day of picking up all this and make new tattoo flashes. Alligator, crocodile, Indian. Oh, okay. Resist, overthink. Mushrooms. Childless cat lady. My friend Ben. Maybe you already saw this. I guess I posted it on my Instagram. Ben again. Nini again, having coffee. Plants. My living room. Watching the clip from The Man by Taylor Swift, and I love the fact that in the clip, maybe you should. What I don't want to spoiler you. Watch the clip and then come back here. Tell me. Wow, a lot of postcards used here. Oil pastels. I was on Zoom for a workshop. Sort of mind mapping. Drawing and listening to, how do you call, what's this song of Bruno Mars, and I don't know. I was listening to it. Oh, this is my my those days. I'm a lot around this. I am learning to knit, and so I was knitting myself a vest, and I had those colors, and yes, I used my graphic journal just a way to understand how or how I wanted. Sorry, too difficult. How I wanted to put colors. Maybe I can show you. Clip. Yes, those pages were created to handcraft my first knitting vest. So you may recognize the drawings that you just saw on the journal, on the graphic journal. And yes, I have, there is an error, not enough stitch here, or maybe too much stitch here. I don't know, it's not very symmetrical, just the border, but I'm going to maybe uh, fix that in the future. For you, go back watching the graphic journal. I'm going to wait for you here. I'm here knitting my next sweater, and I will catch you with you later. Enough of knitting. This is things I had to do before March 15. I didn't, we are already in April and I didn't add done the half of it. So sorry. For me, the task lists are so difficult. All is well, everything is working out for my highest good. Out of this experience, only good will come and I'm safe. This was like some affirmation, because I must say this period of historical period is very stressful, at least for me. I have a lot of anxiety. Sometimes it feels good to, I don't know if I'm delusional, but grounding myself in some positive thinking. I often draw faces and people, and I guess I was inspired by this big journal in drawing landscapes, and I also enjoyed like trying to draw some architecture. So I'm still using, as you can see, my pencil from the January graphic journal tour. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go check it out. The Shard in London from Lorenzo Piano. I did some like from a video. I posted the link to the one of this graphic journal tour, or maybe it was a vlog from YouTube, and I posted on Instagram. And then I asked a question like if the person could guess the name of my pigeon, the pigeon who's in my kitchen. If you don't know what I'm talking about, there is a vlog around. Maybe I can link it in the description if I remember when I'm editing and when I'm posting. Anyway, I asked to people, if you guess the name of the pigeon, I'm going to draw your portrait. And so two people guessed, maybe only two people watch. I don't know, but this was also Alessandra, and then it was Andrea. And so it was fun. I love to take people portrait. I think it's fun. So I was thinking about this tattoo in which the mermaid keep one heart and in the other heart, and then in the middle there is this line, and the line form a letter like a love tattoo. But I guess I never posted. I don't know. Maybe I should. I draw this, but then I went again with my vest. You already saw it, and so my markers, yes, bled on the other page. But I guess it's fun. So this is the actual coloring I put in my vest. I love to draw my cute Bloomingville mug. I love this brand. Justine looking for envelopes to send Strangeland zine in the mail, because with Strangeland we send one zine a month. And so it's Justine with their big, long braids. Now they cut their hair, but before the braids were very long. This is me 18 doing my paperwork. Admin is hell. Okay. The yarn, and I saw some an account called like non-binary craft or something like this, and they did like a tank top, white tank top with like pink scars and nipples from the top surgery, and I found it like a fun idea. Watching a documentary about NSYNC and Backstreet Boys on Netflix. This is one of the Backstreet Boys. Some more idea of, I don't know, illustrations or tattoos. Who knows? Introverts, good boy, lunch break. I had this moment of distress, of having anger and losing my temper, my patience. And so this is my patience. The symbol of my patience is like fire, but it's so enough small, and so the water is calm, and this is me, like I guess it's me fishing, and these are like energy roots. And when I feel attacked and overwhelmed, my patience loses its perimeter, because the fire of rage boils the water. Okay, it's like all my patience is like this water, the fire boils the water, and so ah! And when I feel so angry, the fire evaporates all the ocean of my patience, and there's nothing left. So there is no more perimeter of my patience. My patience doesn't exist anymore. There is only the fire of anger, and I'm like flying in the sky. But then I remember that what I want is life to be happy. So I call on self-love to shine a light on all this, and the rain comes, and the rain becomes a rainbow. So there is all this water evaporates, but there is the myself like shining the love, and so transforming all this water, rain, into this beautiful rainbow, and my passions find their perimeter again. So it's love them, build them all together. I would like to make a story around this, but this is something I do in graphic journal. I would like to put, maybe I can do a story. Let me know in the comment if this could be a nice idea. I had this drawing for a reading group in Tuscany, in Italy. They read my comics, my book Transformer. So I send them a little comic, a little page. I like those. Pets. This is like some notes for what I want to do in the graphic journal. This is some graphic journal exercise, grounding, meditation, drawing exercises. This is me, graphic journaling. So this is like how I feel, putting like colors around what I'm feeling. And this is my mental chattering. I feel a loser. I feel um, little, and I have neck pain, and I'm afraid of everything. Stress, anxiety, too much coffee. I can't do a thing. I would like to lose weight because I want to feel agile. And so anyway, I put them all these here, all of those, and all my what this is my mental chapter. It's not like what I feel and I say about myself, and then what this caused to me. So when I say to myself I'm little, the thing is that I feel cut out of others. There is no more connection. When I say to myself I'm a loser, I feel like very sad. Um, so all these different things that are caused by um, mental chatter. And then what I did was for every thing that my mental chatter um, provoke, what can I do? What is the opposite I can do? So for example, for the first, it's something I can't change, like I'm short. Yeah, why? So what can I do? But when I say myself I'm too short, I feel like disconnected from the others. So I say I wrote I'm disconnected from the other when I have fear, but in which this is false, is not true. Or I have friends that love me, I know. So what is the opposite of this? The connection. So I will use the connection as a way of don't feel cut myself from the others, to shut up the mental chattering. So maybe this is a weird, I'm just explaining, but those are the kind of exercise we do in graphic journal. So then I'm going to pick up what has the opposite, the antidote to this horrible funk feeling. And so for me, it's like connection and movement and time, taking time. And then I write myself something for me. And then I realize that if I ever feel alone and down and disconnected from my body, I have to pull this if I'm feeling stuck. Keep the connection, keep moving, and remember you have time. So this is like the antidote, the image antidote to this. This is the kind of work we do in the graphic journal. Others idea for tattoo flash. Actually, I did propose this as a tattoo flash, but nobody wanted to get this as a tattoo. Don't know why. Again, some ideas. I feel chaotic and lost. Me. Those days I'm depressed, and those froggies are bringing a smile to my face. I felt very low, and I enjoyed to draw those frogs. This is me as a frog. I'm crumbling. Wasn't feeling very good. This is again some graphic journaling. So let's put everything taking up space in our mind. So everything that took space in my mind, I put them, all the mental chattering, of course, all the things that, all the feelings that are uncomfortable, because sometimes we have things in our mind that make us feel good. Yes, it's easy to stay with this, but stays with the pain and feeling a loser, um, my feeling not in my body, I can't connect to my body, my knees hurt, I have a cramp, I am cringe. Um, anyway, there is a lot of, and so what I did, um, what did I do? I do some writing exercise. I'm not going to read them. Also because I write very bad, so it's difficult. Those kind of drawing would be very good tattoos, because when you have a lot of like degrading, like colors shading themselves in tattoos, I love this. I was talking to the telephone with my friend Angela, I remember, and I drew this. The swimming pool. Okay. This is my tattoo dates in Rome in May. I failed the March graphic journal challenge. If I leave, I failed. This is a question. I failed the March graphic journal challenge if I leave the next 4 pages blank. I was like, and I stick to it. I may get too excited with new passions, like when I go in art supply store, I want to buy the idea of me in the future, not really the object. In those days, I'm so hyper focusing on knitting. Why? Because it feels good to have a hobby, a practice I cannot monetize. So it stays, so it stays a passion and don't become work. Mermaid. And yeah, I left those page blank. What do you think? Did I fail the graphic journal or not? Thank you so much for watching this video, and please comment below if you enjoyed it, if you maybe want to know what kind of journal I'm using for April, or you can follow me on Instagram, and there is also like an Instagram for all the graphic journal related stuff, which is Graphic Journal Club, the handle. And I also have a Patreon page for all the graphic journal related stuff. It's called Graphic Journal Club, patreon.com Graphic Journal Club. Thank you so much, and bye bye.